when they did the Asian anti-Asian hate bill, was that for black people or was that for the Asians?
That was for the Asians.
That was for the Asians, right? They had been
Yeah,
persecuted.
the Asian
They
hate
had
was
been
directed at
attacked. They had been getting attacked because of COVID. And the
Mhm.
first thing Biden ass did was sign an anti-Asian hate bill. Black people have been oppressed in this country, killed in this country, lynched in this country for years, and we still don't have an anti-lynching bill, and they still lynching us to this day. So you can't use something that a president does that benefits everyone and say, well, that benefited black people. No. If you want to do something specific for people, you have to do something specific. Because when they pass immigration policies, that's only for the immigrants. We don't benefit from that.
And Trump really made Obama
So
bad.
it definitely, I can't hear you, Taj.
Can you hear me, Jamie?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Trump, I'll say this real quick. Trump really made Obama look bad because Trump showed us, no, you can do something specifically for a group of people. He want to give white men reparations for what happened with the DEI shit.
Yep.
So
Yep.
that really made Obama look spineless. Like, damn, Obama,
Now,
you telling us you can't do this shit. And here is Trump, redneck Scottish heritage. His mom
absolutely.
is His mom is a redneck. His dad is a redneck too, but his dad migrated from Scotland to Nazi Germany. Anybody want to talk about that?
I don't know too much about that.
Anybody in
So
the conversation want to chop that up? Huh?
I don't know that much about it. So for me, I can't really speak on it.
And he tried to hide that in his first book when he said, I can't remember the country name, but he tried to disguise the Scottish heritage and the Nazi Germany heritage. That's why they rocked with him so hard. I've said this on the platform before. Remember I said, huh?
You have said that the
Thank you.
rednecks are cheering for Trump ass because he's one of them and he got into
Thank
the
you.
highest
Thanks,
house.
Solo.
Yeah, you said Trump is one of them and he
Thank you.
got into the White House. So that's their president.
That's their president. That's their rebel president.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Solo, for listening. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Guess
This
what?
is ignorant. So look, now don't call me tall. It's calling us ignorant. Just a few comments ago, he was telling us to get out there and help them. Now we're in. So why would you want some ignorant people to get out there and help you?
Right. We all over the place. Like that ain't no. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. When you don't agree with the liberals, their racism comes out. Now we're ignorant. Because as long as you agree with the white liberal, they on your side and they're gonna allow you to fight for their causes, right? But the moment you don't want to, they turn right to redneck, Republican, conservative talking points.
Yeah.
Get the out of here. Go get your other white liberals to fight for your causes, right? Don't try to convince black people. We have enough shit that we need to fight about.
And also, how I see it, the best thing about it is sometimes when you sit there and just let your enemies destroy each other, you can just win that way. You destroy each other and boom, we on.
I learned that from the Italian mob. The Italian mob
let them destroy each other.
Yeah. The Italian American mob said when two other gangs are going at it, stay out the way and pick up the pieces when it's over.
Absolutely.
That's me growing up watching movies like Untouchables and mobsters and gangsters and all that shit. They would say that in the movies. Hey, the such and such family is fighting such and such family.
For my power fans is up in here, like Kanan said. Sometimes the best way to approach the situation with your enemy is to make them think they already won. Sit there and think, hey, cool, we're gonna sit there and chill out. You got it.
Let me respond to the bro Hooded One. Hooded One, you had me with all your comments except this one. So you got to scratch beyond the surface, Hooded One, because you haven't done a deep dive on who Trump is. Hooded One said Trump is, this nigga put not in capital letters. Trump is not a redneck. He put not in capital letters. Trump is not a redneck. He's a New York real estate millionaire. That's what I thought, Hooded One. He has nothing, he put that in capital, in common with poor whites. You're right about that part, but he's still one of them. And he was a liberal first. That's a fact, Hooded One. Changed to Republican just so he could win presidency. All that's almost flawless except that first sentence. You just heard Baba Cauley tell you that his dad is 100% German. Let me hear you get around that, Hooded One. And I'm rooting for you. I want to hear you get around that. His dad is 100% German. His mom is of Scottish heritage. How is he not a redneck, fam?
And have you heard him speak? Have you heard the way that he talked about people of other races? Liberals are not, I would say they're not that overly outwardly racist. Trump is a redneck all the way around.
Yeah. Genetically. Like, so hooded one, that's how I used to look at Trump. Okay, Trump was let me use his words. Trump is a New York real estate millionaire that outsmarted the white Southerners. No, that's not the case. Like Solo just said, he's one of them. He's the most successful one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then Baba Kali just confirmed it. I said his dad was Scottish and German. I'm gonna have to fact check that, Baba Kali, but Baba Kali is saying with confidence his dad is 100% German. Baba Kali, the research I read, he migrated to Germany, so that doesn't make him 100% Germany. But I'm gonna use your point just to slam dunk mine home. Go ahead.
You see his next comment?
Let me see here. To me, rednecks are people from Appalachia, Southern folks. And I'll let y'all respond to that.
But check this. But that's just like. But I think you're focusing too much on where he was raised. We're talking about his culture. He just said his dad was fucking German.
Yes.
So if he's German, do I need to say more?
No, you don't. You really don't. You don't. You can, but you don't have to. He's German by his father. Remember the placenta.
I get. I'm gonna say this. I get what he's saying though. Because for me, when you say redneck, I'm instantly thinking them country, Mississippi, Alabama, Virginia rednecks that talk like this, and that's what you think when you say redneck. That's what he's saying. He's not disagreeing with y'all necessarily, but he's just saying when you say redneck, his first thought process is.
So I would ask you in hooded one: do rednecks in the South move to New York?
Right. That was.
Thanks, Solo. We use that logic here, y'all.
Now,
hold up.
You're not asking me. I'm not agreeing with him. I'm explaining what he's saying.
He's wrong. His first sentence, and we don't have to spend that much more time on it. His comment is almost flawless with the exception of the first sentence. And he typed this first sentence with confidence, not competence. He typed not, like he know what the hell he talking about. Trump is not a redneck. Trump is genetically a redneck. Mm-hmm. How many times we wasting time saying we told you what his parents are? His mom is pure Scottish. His dad is, I'm gonna say Scottish/German. Baba Kali said 100%. We need some receipts on that, Baba Kali.
Okay, so hold up, Brett. Hooded one. When you say some of the poorest people in the country, yeah. So that's what Taj is saying. He's saying that Trump is one of them guys that was able to become very successful as one of them. Become who he became. That's what he's saying. He's saying he's one of the rare poor white rednecks that became a multi.
I hope Brooklyn don't get mad at me, but it's like niggas that might be broke in Marcy projects, but they're and niggas from Brooklyn is like this about Jay-Z. Jay-Z is one of them that came from the project.
You went out, Todd.
It's because she put that Middle Eastern country in the comments. They start messing with your signal once you start talking about these people. You can't do that.
All right, too coming too tight. She said, German or not, Trump kissed the ring of Israel. The fuck? Which is a 100% fact.
I mean, that's what $100 million probably would do that for you.
So yeah, my slam dunk, and I think Hoodie one is from New York. My slam dunk point is Jay-Z came out the projects where motherfuckers are poor, and he became one of the wealthiest people, not just black people, one of the wealthiest people in U.S. history. So niggas from Brooklyn are proud of that, even if they're broke. That's the same comparison we're making with the rednecks in the South, who one of them grew. You're right about this part, Hoodie. When he has a New York psychology, or as Nas would say, he has a New York state of mind. And so what did our black people in New York do to us down South? They look down on us. And that's why when hip hop came to the South, we held that shit for decades, nigga, because we didn't want you motherfuckers up north looking down on us again. The West Coast didn't do that. Snoop always acknowledged his parents, well, not his parents, his grandparents was from Mississippi. West Coast niggas didn't do that. They acknowledged their Southern roots. I love my folks in New York, but the truth is the truth, nigga. When y'all niggas moved from North Carolina and all them other Southern states and went to New York, y'all switched out on us. Went to calling us country, slow.
Country
Damn, I don't want to go down south.
David Banner talked about this.
Niggas wearing overalls and shit. It is what it is. We love y'all. Can we speak from the heart with love? That's all we doing. So Trump is the white version of that. That's all we saying. Let me hear you get around that, hooded one.
Nah, he already done said, you know.
All right, well, let's move on.
He's already conceded.
What's good, y'all? Pre-stars. What's happening, nephew? Grand man. I'm from VA, by the way. Okay, nigga, so you should know. New York is filled with VA niggas. New York is filled with, where you think Frank Lucas was from? Frank Lucas is from the movie American Gangster. Frank Lucas, what was his group called? The Country Boys in Harlem. So New York are black New Yorkers are from Virginia, North Carolina. Not South Carolina kind of went south, like the Florida and Georgia like that. Georgia definitely went to Florida. That's how my bloodline got in Florida. My granddad moved from racist ass Georgia to South Florida. He didn't want to raise his kids, which was my mom and his grandkids, in the racist ass Georgia at the time. We're talking the late 1800s, early 1900s. My granddad got the hell up out of there. That's why my name Taj Hollywood. So back to you, hooded one. New York niggas come from Virginia, North Carolina. They migrated to New York during the Harlem Renaissance. I study our culture like religion, bro. So just have y'all facts in order when y'all come with it. I don't do this shit for clout. I've been studying this shit since middle school, like a religion. How y'all study Christianity and Islam and all that other stuff. I study us. Let's go.
That's a fact.